No.
What? Ah, there we are. Okay. So, we're live. Welcome to episode 153 of the CosCast. I am, as always, your main host, Dexters Cosplay, and with me I have my fellow co-hosts.
Aralia Cosplay.
And Aralia Cosplay.
Did you have to think about what your name is?
Yes, because I'm not sure if I'm going to continue being an Aralia Cosplay anymore.
Right. And also joining us today are some very special guests, representatives from Unicon Expo, which will be held in March. Hello! Welcome to the show. Happy to have you. And hello to and hello to people in the chat. Thanks for being here. So the main theme of today will obviously be Unicon Expo Medieval, which is the theme of this year's convention. But before we get there, we have our usual segments that we run through, so we're going to start there. So first of all, let's talk about cosplay progress. Have we been working on anything cosplay related during the past weeks?
Not really working on something per se, but I bought some stuff. You see that wonderful laboratory coat over there?
Lab coat, yes.
Yes, it is for my Dexters Lab Cosplay that I will do at some point in the future. I have been conspiring with a friend of mine. I'm not gonna reveal who, but I do have a sister, so expect some Dexter DD fun times in the future.
That sounds great.
Cool.
I have bought some shoes. Just some very cheap base shoes off of eBay that I'm going to be using as a mold for my Aralia cosplay from League of Legends.
Cool.
Eventually, when I get there. And as you can all see, now you know the size of my feet too, because the number is printed on the toe of the shoes.
How revealing.
Oh yes,
my
very.
God.
I feel naked now. Oh God.
Is that a hint so people can buy your shoes and send them
yes,
to you?
obviously, darling. DM me for my address. No, don't do that. I also got a wig, which I'm going to be using for a makeup test because I want to cosplay my character from the Chicago by Night podcast. So I got a black and green wig, so I'll be doing a vampire cosplay, closet cosplay thing sometime this year.
But ain't that basically what your hair kind of looks like now?
No, because this is black and green and my hair is grey. It just looks green now because the light in here is so yellow.
Right.
Oh.
Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. What about our guests? Have they been working on anything?
On loot from the Adventure Zone. I bought some elf ears from Etsy, which were because of the Norwegian tolling. And then I spent, I believe, 5 hours on braiding a Kravitz wig, also from the Adventure Zone podcast.
Awesome.
That's what I've been doing.
I'm very excited because I'm a fellow Adventure Zone fan, and I know Sunniva is too. So we will be following the progress.
Yes.
Nice.
Definitely. Oh,
if you come to Unicon Expo, you will see Loop.
Yay!
Yay!
If I had a wizard hat, I could totally do a taco, but I don't have a wizard hat at the moment. But I have a wig that could do taco, so we'll see.
Oh, please do in the future. Please do.
It's on the list. It's on the list. Which reminds me, I did draw something the Adventure Zone related this week.
I saw it.
Yes, so it says Abraca fuck you.
You're beautiful.
And
Sweet.
yeah, sure. Let's go with sweet.
I think it's very sweet. I mean, I've listened to a little bit of the Adventure Zone, and so far it's messy, but it's cute.
Yes, it's very fun, very much so. How about our other guest?
I haven't actually been working on so many new cosplays. I got a new wig last week for Eren from Attack on Titan that I'm still. I want the ponytail to sit on it. That's pretty much it.
It looks great so far.
I learned a really cool ponytail making trick from Kinpatsu Cosplay. She has a video about it on YouTube. It's super helpful, so if you want the link to it, I can send it your way. But that's mostly for like big gravity defying ponytails, but still I think it has some good pointers. Let's see. People in the chat are saying that Sunniva, where did you get the lab coat? And people are preparing stuff for Unicon Expo, and yeah, and a lot of wig styling, it seems. Both Soft Pink Bee has spent a week styling a wig. It's basically what she writes.
Oh, I feel
Feel your pain. Where did you get your lab coats, Sunniva?
From eBay. I have no idea where. I just wrote laboratory coat or lab coat, doctor's coat in eBay, and I bought the cheapest one I found. So
Well,
there you go.
And
And I'm just gonna say the quality of it is really shitty. I could have made something much better myself, but I just
can't be bothered.
No.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
So it looks homemade. That's that's it. Like, I could have fooled anyone to believe that I actually made that thing because it looks really shitty on the inside.
Good.
Yeah.
So, Tanya, how about you? Do you have any progress to talk about?
No.
No. You've been playing a lot of games lately, though, so you've been
Yes.
live streaming a lot.
Yeah, I've been live streaming. I've even made an art stream for the first time, and I probably will concentrate more on the gaming part than actual cosplay part.
But that's okay. Sometimes you just need a break, and you need something else to do that inspires you.
Yeah.
Let's see. Rick Make Stuff says, I've not done anything, but I did get inspired by Evil Ted to buy parts for a new costume. Interesting. All right. So that kind of sums up the cosplay progress bit, I think. So let's move on to channel promotions. Tanya, you usually do a live stream every Tuesday. Will you be doing it this week as well?
Of course.
What are you planning to stream?
The plan is to continue the Stardew Valley stream with Elin and Greta, and we have actually an opening for one more player. So if anyone out there wants to join our live stream playing Stardew Valley, just contact me on our social media, and it might happen.
Yeah, and we have a Discord, and there's a link to it underneath this video on Twitch, so you just click the button and it should take you to our Discord server, so you can join there, and there's like chats and things, and talk to Tanya. She'll set you up with anything you need.
Yes. I will.
Sunniva, you have some sim stuff in the works?
Yeah, sorry for not continuing the Sim Saga thing this week, but it will have to wait because there's so much going on at school and stuff. But the Sim Saga part, whatever I am on, I don't remember, will happen at some point.
Cool. People seem to really like those. Yeah, so for those of you who listen to our RPG podcasts, there will be a new Chicago by Night Vampire the Masquerade podcast episode releasing on the 15th of February. I'm putting some finishing touches on that episode as we speak. Well, not as we speak, but you know what I mean. And also, we will be doing a special Valentine's Day post on Instagram, so if you have done a Valentine's Day related cosplay or makeup look, use the hashtag CosCast Valentine, and we will include your picture on a special post on Thursday on Valentine's Day. Yes, so do that. We will be posting about it on Instagram too, so you'll get the update there.
That post will come tomorrow.
Yes. All right, so let's move into the news section of today's episode. As usual, I have posted links for all of our news bits on our Facebook page. So if you just go to Facebook to the CosCast, you'll find it there on top of the page. It's the latest post. So the first thing I wanted to mention is that Kingdom Hearts 3 is recently been released, and it's like Christmas for those who have followed the franchise for a very long time. And if you want more information about it, you can visit polygon.com. They have a lot of articles about the new release and a lot of opinions, it seems like. Haven't read them all, but there's a lot. Is anyone here a Kingdom Hearts fan?
My boyfriend is.
Mm.
Yeah. So, of course, he got it and is playing.
I have a watch that's like 4 years ago, but that's all.
No, I mean, I remember growing up, or when I was growing up, like in my teens, my brother used to play Kingdom Hearts a lot, so I know of it, but I've never really played it myself. But, I mean, I've always found the idea of blending Disney with Final Fantasy a bit weird. So I guess that's why I haven't played it, but apparently they're really cute games, and Keyblades are super cute, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's a very, sweet and cool franchise, but the storyline is a mess. And the plots, oh lord. There are still some plot holes.
What did you say? I think you have a bit of a delay on your side, maybe.
Yeah, I think we do. No, I heard Let It Go in the new game, the song from Frozen.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing I've heard from the new Kingdom Hearts game.
That's possible. I think I've seen some screenshots of like Elsa or Anna or something like that. Maybe.
Yeah.
No, but I've heard the same thing though, that the storyline apparently is a bit of a mess and that people have been kind of disappointed by how the story ended, although I don't know anything about the story, but
there are explanation videos on YouTube about the storyline where people try to explain it, and those videos are hilarious.
Well, so yeah, that's a recommendation. Go check that out if you're curious. The next piece of news on my list is that one of the major players in the Norwegian cosplay community, Sanatorium Creations, or Sanatorium Cosplay, I guess, has decided to change her Instagram name and the direction in which she is going crafting-wise. So she will no longer be known as Sanatorium, but of Pin Curls and Thimbles is her new Instagram handle. And she's decided to move a little bit away from cosplay and focus more on like retro, vintage, lifestyle looks and crafting.
Yeah, but she's still doing cosplay though.
Yeah.
It's just that she has a more cosplay from that specific time of era.
Yeah.
So it's more like inspired by, I would say, and make it more historically correct, which I think is a really cool concept.
Yeah. So have any of you guys noticed and or talked to anything about this during the past week? Like, has it been a topic for any one of you?
I just think it's cool that people do what they want and not just do what make yourself happy. Don't follow what everyone else wants you to do. Make what you want and do what makes you happy, basically.
Yeah. Because I mean, I feel like once you get a certain amount of supporters and you have a Patreon going and all of that, I think it's probably a really scary thing to shift focus and like do something so radically different from what you've been doing before. Like I think she was nervous or afraid that some of her followers might, stop following her because it was such a major shift in things. But I think it's a really great thing that she's doing something and she's aware enough to realize that this is what's going to be best for me in the long run, and therefore I'm going to do that and focus on me having fun and doing something I want to do.
Yeah.
So kudos to Sanatorium for that. And I know there are a lot of cosplayers out there who end up doing the same thing, like they do a shift or like a turnaround on things.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And just to answer Sanatorium, because we're talking about Vanda Maximoff in the chat, Scarlet Witch from Marvel. Yes, we could do a duo cosplay of her when you're done. Definitely, I'm game with that. I still have my costume laying around somewhere, so yeah, let's do it.
That would be very cool.
Also, I just want to know, Cece, what from which movie are you making a costume? Mine is from the first one.
Which Wanda is it?
Yes.
All right. The next piece up is that the Norwegian Nordic Cosplay Championship Facebook page is up and active again. They're posting some news, which is really cool. And also, Pheromone Cosplay has released some clues as to what kind of cosplay she might be bringing to the NCC this year. And it's looking like it's Dragon Age Inquisition related.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think I just know that it's BioWare, but I'm thinking that both are making something from Mass Effect.
It could
That's
be.
what I'm thinking.
It could also be that. It could, yeah, very well. But I mean, like, she posted the Dragon Age Inquisition banner, so that was like, oh, is that what she's doing, or is it just BioWare and Mass Effect?
Yeah, but there's some hints in the text
that
suggests that they do something from the same thing.
Yeah. Well,
which made me like,
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. Either way, it's going to be cool.
I know that, I almost said Fantatory, but that's not her name.
No.
Pheromone. I know that Pheromone is the master of keeping secrets. That's for sure. So I'm very excited to see.
Yeah. I would not be able to keep it a secret. I would like, I'm doing this.
There. Yeah, I mean, you posted your Valentine's look like the 1st of February. You were like, close enough.
Yeah, fuck it. Can't wait anymore. I just get excited and I just want to share. I can't. I'm horrible that way. Okay, so Kalume Khan was held for the first time this weekend, so we want to say congratulations to them for pulling that off. A few people from the cosplay community went to the convention, and it seems like they had fun. It's mostly like a comic book convention, not a cosplay geared convention, so... But there's some overlap in the community, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And the last piece, not the last piece, but close, second last piece of news is that Harry Potter Book Night was also held this week in libraries and bookstores all over the country, especially Outland and Lørenskog Bibliotek seem to be doing a lot in correlation to the Harry Potter Book Night. Have any of you guys celebrated a Harry Potter Book Night this year?
No, sadly.
Like seriously, school is there's so much happening. Like this morning when I woke up, I was like, it's Sunday. Did we host a CosCast last week or this week? I don't remember. Where am I? Like, I'm so confused as of late, so no, can't keep track.
What about our guests?
I did. I'm not that in the Harry Potter fandom as much as my little sister, but she did.
That's nice. I did it a couple of years ago, and it was fun. I'm very much into the Harry Potter fandom, but it's like I have to travel all the way into Oslo or to Lørenskog to be a part of it, and I'm like, no, sorry, no, I can't. It's too much work for like 2 hours in a store, and then you go home. But I think it's really cool that they are, holding these events and that people are still really excited about celebrating Harry Potter. It's a great fandom. I grew up with it, so it's special to me. Okay, so the last piece of news is we want to talk a little bit about unsolicited criticism in the cosplay community in general, internationally, nationally, whatever. A recent example is, for example, the kind of constructive criticism that cosplayers like Starbit Cosplay or Ginny D have been receiving lately, just like things that people don't really need to say, but still do. And Sunniva, you kind of brought this subject up, so I assume you have like an opinion on the matter.
Well, it's more that I just seen a lot of people talking about it as of late. And not just a few, it's been in a lot of cosplayers' stories and talked about and stuff like that. And I just think that it's important that we cosplayers stick up for each other, and it's nice to see that is actually happening, because usually, in my opinion, it seems like often the people giving the criticism is people who's not really in the cosplay community.
Yeah.
And don't know what it's all about. So I just think that we should all remember that it's just one person's opinion.
Yeah.
That they, for some reason, needs everyone to know.
Yeah. No, because I mean, like one of the examples is like Starbit is part of a Court of Thorns and Roses cosplay group, and they made like a cosplay video teaser thing for their project. And as soon as they released it, she just kept getting, you know, comments about, oh, you're holding your bow wrong, and if you fired like that, your arrows would, you know, rip open your fingers. And it's like, dude, it's cosplay. Like,
yeah.
She's not a trained archer. No one's trying to say that she is. Why is this so important for you to say?
Yeah. CC is like, oh, don't get me started.
On constructive criticism. Also, hi, Lucia Farah. We see you.
Yeah, we do. And chip seizing, I think it's uncalled for when the person didn't even ask for opinions or advice. Yes. It's another thing when you post things in a forum that's like, hey, can anyone help me with this? Or what do you think about this? And stuff like that. Then you are allowed to criticize, but like, keep it civil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nikita, do you have any opinions on the matter?
I completely agree with what you guys are saying, that if you didn't ask for the opinion, then don't kind of say it. Like, the thing with Ida is like, she's not a trained archer or a trained actor, so why must you comment on it?
Yeah.
It's like, why?
Yeah. Mia, do you have any opinions on the matter? Oh, I think they froze.
Yes,
maybe?
we can't really. Well, there was one there.
No, as I said, if Mia had any points on the matter she wanted to say, to bring up.
No, I agree with what you're saying. It's a different thing if people say or like ask if they should change something about the cosplay. But when they're not asking, just posting their picture, they obviously don't want opinions.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I will also say that, yeah, the internet is the internet, and people are going to comment whether you like it or not. So as soon as you post something, yeah, you are opening up to comments and criticism. But I think it's got to be a balance between people being able to comment and voice their opinion, and people just saying something just because they like the sound of their own voice, if you get what.
Yeah. I think that when you comment on something, you should always think about the reasons why. Do I comment on it just because I want my opinion to be seen? Is it necessary for the other person? What will it trigger? What will it do? Like, I'm not saying that you should always consider that kind of thing, but it's nice to at least try to consider what the other person will experience because of what you say.
Yeah, and besides, it's kind of like if you do not go up to a person in real life, go up to the face just to give their opinion, give your opinion on how they dress or how they walk or whatever, you shouldn't do that on the internet as well, because it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You're commenting on another person. You should be considerate no matter if it's in real life or if it's on the internet.
Yeah. My general rule is, if I'm going to comment on something that someone made, if I wouldn't have said this to my mother, I don't say it. That's my rule. If my mom can stand to hear this, if it's, then it's okay. But if not, it's not.
Well, depends on who your mother is.
Well, my mom is crazy, so... she's this is the woman that used to swear like a sailor in the car when she drove us around as kids, and then she would turn around and say, "You didn't hear that." So I can say a lot of things to my mom that probably a lot of people couldn't say to their moms, but in general, like, just be a decent fucking human being. And as Tanya said, if you wouldn't walk up to someone in the street and say this to their face, don't say it on the internet.
Yeah.
It's a good rule. So let's move on to the main theme of the evening. We've talked more than enough about community drama. Let's talk about Unicon Expo Medieval. So, Tanya, do you want to take it away with the first few questions?
Yes, thank you. So, what is Unicon Expo? When and where is it held? I'm dashing, right?
There's that delay. I think they froze.
Oh.
Oh.
So everyone can just look at me.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's just wait and see if they come back.
Yeah.
It's like now we start asking our guests questions and there they fell out.
Yeah, there we go. That's good. Well, it gives me time to read through the chat, which apparently is very active tonight.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Because
Gypsy's like, best moment to freeze. We agree.
what? Where? What?
The last thing in the chat.
Best moment to freeze. Yes, obviously. Yeah. No. Because my husband apparently has decided that tonight is the night that he's going to be active in our chat. So, he's having a bit of a discussion with Cece, I see. That can only end well. Hopefully our guests will be able to come back, though. I'm going to check Facebook just to see if they tried to write to me.
Anyway.
Yeah. We've been to Unicon Expo before, though, so we can talk a little bit about that while we wait for Nikita and Mia to come back.
Yes, we weren't there last year, but we were there 2 years ago. And I at least had a very great time when we visited Unicon.
Yeah, you were dressed as Diva that year, I think?
Yeah, I was casual Diva. And I actually won a prize in the cosplay catwalk competition.
All right.
Which was, hi!
There we go!
On phone. Okay. Our computer died. We're on phone now. There's some technical difficulties.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It happened.
We've been through worse. It's fine.
Good find the recommend, so we have thank you.
All right.
Okay, what is you though? So I have to open.
We have a question from Rira. Are you girls in CosCast going to Unicon this year?
Well, yeah, I suppose we are.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not officially as the CosCast, mind, as far as I know. But we will be there. Yes.
Nice. Good. Hope so.
All right. So then I will re-ask the question that you froze to.
Yeah.
So tell us, what is Unicon Expo? When and where is it held?
Well, Unicon Expo is a rather smaller convention. It's not too small, but it's not as big as, like, say, Banzai or Desicon. It's held in Asker, a bit like 15 minutes train ride from Oslo S, and the Kulturhuset. We are the only convention in Norway with a maid cafe that we're very, very proud of. They make all the food themselves, and we're just so loved.
It's very adorable.
And also they entered UKM, Ung Kulturmøtes, and they got sent through to the Fylkesmønstring. So if anyone wants to see them but can't come to Unicon, the Fylkesmønstring will be in Asker in April, I think. We will release that information as well later.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You guys are busy.
Well, yeah, but it's so much fun, so...
That's nice. So who are the people behind the con? Who's in charge of organizing and following through with the event?
Well, everyone involved are volunteers. All of us are volunteers. I'm the one who pulls most of the strings, like talking to the house that we're renting, just kind of keeping everything in order, making sure nothing burns down. But then again, you have people like Louis who handles our guests, and we have people handling our economics and the opening show and everything. So I'm just like, okay, this group did not burn down the house while working on this. We're good. So I, except for like making sure that nothing goes really, really bad. But it's the other ones like Louis and Sophie and Aurora and Christian and so many others who should get most of the credit for Unicon Expo, because if they as volunteers weren't there, Unicon would not be here because no one gets paid. So it's all their like free time and work, and I'm so blessed having such a
Well, I mean, that's the thing with conventions. They are run by volunteers, and that's one of the things that I think is so amazing about it, because it shows like the willingness and the passion in the community to make things happen. I think that's awesome.
I think so too.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of sets the many of the smaller conventions apart from the bigger conventions that take, paid for whatever, like the cons in London, who invite big stars and for sign and greet and meet and stuff. Yeah. So, why did you choose medieval as the theme for this year's convention?
Well, our biggest thought was that Dungeons and Dragons have like exploded lately. There's people playing it now. So we thought, this is a new thing coming up. We could try like having that as our team. And that was actually the main thought about it. Like, this is a very popular thing right now for most of us who are hosting Unicon. Either played Dungeons and Dragons or watch Game of Thrones or stuff like that. It's kind of like in the medieval. So I thought this is a good thing. We could like have our decorations around it and our food, which is going to be really special. It's going to be special.
I'm intrigued. What does that mean? The food is going to be special.
Oh my god, are you gonna have like a roasted pig in the middle of it, like over a... That would have been crazy.
I mean, if we were allowed to, but I don't think we are, unfortunately.
No. Like, the fire hazard would be out of this world, I think, on that one.
I mean, we kind of often we roast the bacon, so if we're gonna roast the whole pig, I don't think like us that much.
No, but you are very right, though. Like, D&D and Game of Thrones, the last season is coming up, and like Vikings and just all around like fantasy, like stuff is in the wind at the moment. So I think it's a very on point theme to have right now.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it. I mean, I love medieval times. So not the restaurant chain, just the historical era.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious about that. What will happen to the maid cafe? Will there be barmaids?
Ooh.
We'll still have the traditional maid outfits that we have, but the decoration and the food theme is going to be very hinted towards the medieval period. Just get bread. Bread and water. That's all we could afford this year. Bread.
Moldy bread. Like typical medieval times. So I'm just gonna do like now you gave me ideas. Maybe I should finish my Aralia cosplay for Unicon, which I have underneath my laptop right here.
Well, I mean, I have a wig that could go with Sansa, so maybe that's a thing. But I would have to make a dress from scratch. I don't think I have the time for that.
Oh.
Nice.
Yes.
So,
but yeah, I'm just gonna read from the chat. Soft Pink Bee says that they started playing D&D 6 months ago, so that's a recent thing. Rira misses playing D&D. Hey, maybe you guys can play together. I don't know. And Lucia Ferrer says that she will be at Unicon Expo in spirit because she cannot take the time off to fly down here. But we will miss you.
We will. We really will. Hope you will come next year, though. You better.
That's your asshole here.
Let's see. CC Tori wants to know if Twitch saves the chat. Would be nice to write or film something on the criticism subject. I don't think that it takes care of the chat. No, unfortunately.
No.
So you'll have to copy paste it or something into a document while it's still active. Just so you know. All right, Tanya, move on.
Thank you. So, who are the official invited guests this year, and why did you choose to invite them specifically?
Give me a second. We actually, because of our medieval themed, we sent several mails to Critical Role to have funded. We sent so many mails.
I didn't know.
Because the original name of the convention was going to be Mercer and Monsters. Because we really worked on having Matt Mercer as our main guest. They never answered. We waited for like 2 or 3 months, but they never answered. So that was a bit a bummer. But Louis.
Me, I fixed someone. I didn't even know you did that. I already was talking to someone else. Like, hey, you want to come to Unicon? There are 2 cosplayers from Russia called Lavlian and Wolfati. I think that's how you pronounce your name. They are like known for cosplaying from Attack on Titan. They're really big cosplayers from Russia. And yeah, I decided to invite them most for my own sake first. I was there because they have been my biggest inspiration since I started cosplaying. I was like, it would be so cool to meet them because they're from Russia, so I never expected it. I didn't even expect him to really answer. But he did the same day I sent a message.
Oh, wow.
And he really, they seemed really like happy to be invited to Norway and to this con, and they're like so grateful to come.
And we make medieval cosplays for Unicon.
They're making new cosplays just for us.
That's dedication for you. That's so nice.
Oh yeah.
I love cosplayers like that.
Yeah. And we've also invited Faithful Fumble.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, the mail was a bit sent late because due to never pressing send, only pressing archive. But yeah, they are invited. They're gonna host. Yeah. They're gonna host what we hope is a live session, which will also be streamed if I'm not completely wrong. So if you're not able to come to Unicon, it will still be streamed or at least filmed. So that's also going to be really, really fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's
Still gonna have to
We have to.
Yes.
Okay.
Because our other guests, Loudly and Wolfity, are also gonna have a Q&A that's gonna be live streamed for people who also can't come to Unicon, where you also can like comment down questions you want to ask them.
Very cool. So, will you be streaming it on Twitch or YouTube, or have you decided?
We have not decided that yet. That is not a kind of my department. I just tell people to do things, and hopefully it will get done, or else I'm going to hit them with an inflatable stick, also known as a pool noodle.
I have one.
You have a noodle pool?
Yeah, I do.
I'm going to hit them with a noodle pool.
It's for as a bat, but it's inflatable.
Okay, that works.
It doesn't hurt.
Yeah. We have not decided to where to stream it yet. It's either Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. One of those 3. We will keep you posted on Facebook. So all of our information will go through Facebook.
Yeah. And if we have any new viewers today, the reason why we got all weird when we started talking about Faithful Fumble is because the 3 of us are members of Faithful Fumble. We have no idea this was coming at all. No, never.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah. So we'll be doing a D&D one shot at Unicon Expo this year. It'll be very fun with the Cirque du Soleil, the worst anti-heroes you'll ever meet.
Oh yeah. I can't wait to bring my tome of cat summoning to the party, because I have a book where you can summon a cat for 1 hour every day, and just wait and see what I'll use it for. It's gonna be great, I promise. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, what kind of other activities will you be offering at Unicon Expo this year?
We're going to have, of course, our opening show, which is also really cool.
I promise.
Is it gonna be like a skit thing, or?
It's gonna be, I think, the whole opening show is between 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be like a show with a story, resolution, and everything. I have no clue, to be honest. Louis does, so please do tell.
Well, it's without like revealing the whole thing. We basically, the thing is, it's about villains being mad about not having any chosen ones on their side. There's only the good guys who have chosen ones, so they're trying to get one of the good guys to be on the villain side as the chosen one.
That sounds like fun.
Oh.
It is fun. We have a lot of interesting characters.
I really enjoy it when convention have opening shows like that. It sets the mood in a really good way.
Yes.
What other? Huh? Yeah, I'm sorry. Just say what you were going to say.
We're also going to have something called Versus, which is like a character comes out, or a cosplayer comes out to the stage, and then another cosplayer comes onto the stage, and they have like a battle in character. So you could have, say, Ned Stark versus Bilbo Baggins. And they will like act out a little verses, and the one who wins gets a little prize. So it's going to be a little bit fun, and we're going to have a cosplay blind date as well. I think
that was fun.
Yeah, yes. So that's going to be a thing this year as well.
Yep.
And a cosplay competition is also in the making. It's going to be two-parted. One of the parts is a catwalk, so you just go on stage, show yourself off, and just have fun. The second part is going to be more of a stage performance, where you can like make a stage performance about 3 minutes long. Enter with that. You don't have to have bought the costume or have made it yourself. That will not be in count at all. It's just how well you portray the character and how much fun you have as the character. So those are the last two things that will be on the program, except for, of course, Fateful Fumble and the Q&A with our Russian guests.
Awesome.
That sounds like you have a lot to do. And you have art stands, of course, as well, I assume.
Oh, yeah. This year we only have, we don't have any store stands, only art stands. For artists who sells their homemade things. So I really, really want you guys, or the visitors, to go out and check all the really cool stands who have contacted us, who wants to show off their stuff.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I like that.
We of course we know a few people in the community who plan to have stands and who are, in high productive gear before the con. Yeah. We were talking about actually having our own stand at some point, but we just never got around to it. And
if you want to stand at Unicon, just hit me up and I will make that happen.
Well, there you go, connections.
But we don't have anything to have in our stand.
That's true. We would have to produce some stuff first, I think.
Yeah, we could sell lemonade or like a old-fashioned kiss on a cheek booth like you see in the cartoons. No.
No, but we'll see. Maybe we'll talk to you later about that. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, no, but I really I remember 2 years ago when we went to Unicon, we participated, or Tanya participated in the
blind date.
Oh my God, the blind date thing.
Yes, she did.
It was so much fun and sexual I can say
innuendo.
That word. Thank you. It was to the roof.
Yeah, we were giggling our asses off. We had a lot of fun. There were talk of pipes and things because she was dressed as Super Maria.
Yes.
I remember. It was really, really fun.
What can I say? It's my forte.
Yes, it is. It definitely is.
Oh, you're making me blush. Anyway. You've talked a little bit about the cosplay contest. Is there a prejudging? or is it?
Is it open to OCs, or is it strictly like canon characters? Like, do you have any rules on that?
It's open to absolutely everything. Both the catwalk and the main stage performance competition. It's no prejudging. It's just to show how much fun you have on stage as the character. Because in our eyes, that's the most important thing about cosplay, having fun as your character. So that's what we want to have as our main focus in our competitions.
Awesome.
That's very cool. I really like that. Because there are a lot of people who mostly cosplay OCs or, you know, characters from literature that don't really have designs officially.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool that you're keeping it so open and inclusive so everyone can participate if they want to.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be like very, very serious. You can come in whatever. If you want to be a pillow dude who had duct taped a bunch of pillows on yourself, I remember I saw that on one of the cons maybe 5-6 years ago. Please come on stage, show us what you have on the cosplay catwalk.
Yeah.
Do.
Be
That's
the best
amazing.
pillow dude you can be.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I have some bonus questions. Because Nikita, you are going to be Loop.
I am.
You
I
are.
am listening to them, Zone.
Awesome. But Louis, what are you going to cosplay?
I'm gonna cosplay 19-year-old Eren from the latest chapters of the Attack on Titan manga.
Ah, cool.
That's awesome.
I haven't watched the latest season of Attack on Titan, and I feel like I should.
Yeah, same.
Louis doesn't know that, but neither have I.
Oh, okay, then I don't feel that
No,
bad.
you don't feel that bad. It's okay.
And also, I don't remember if we talked about this, but what is the date of Unicon and what time does the convention open
Yes.
and when does it end?
Okay, it's the 23rd of March. It's a Saturday. It opens at 11 or 12. I do not remember. And
But it's pretty
And the
standard.
yeah, and the door closes at 7 p.m. So, because we as the people who host it are also the one who has to clean up everything in 2 hours.
Mm,
So
Not a lot of time.
Yeah. So unfortunately not this year. Maybe next year we will have 2 days. But this year we're just gonna keep to 1 day, have it small, have it cozy,
Yeah.
just have fun.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah.
I remember from the last time we went to Unicon, we really, really appreciated the venue. You have a really great venue where you host your convention. So I'm very looking forward on going. But where can people follow you guys on social media?
You can follow us on Facebook. That's our main information giving platform, or Instagram, where we also post information but not as detailed. So even on Instagram, we will also refer to our Facebook. It's Unicon Expo on Facebook and Unicon_Expo on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken. It's correct. I have it right in front of me.
Very good. Very good.
And even if you guys are representatives from Unicon Expo, do you guys have your own individual cosplay Instagrams or Facebooks that you want to promote? You're allowed to do that.
Yeah, you can take yours first.
I'm mostly only on Instagram. My name is Nikosa. It's spelled Nekoosa. Hey.
Just one set.
Yeah, one set.
One set.
I was
Double
like-
O, one set.
Yeah, 001 set.
It's Nikusa.
Nikosa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cozy boy. And,
Aha! I found you.
I think I follow you already, maybe.
I'm following you now.
And mine, I actually had to look this up because I forgot. Is Nekicos. It's NEKIIs _cause, as in cosplay or costume or coziness. All three works. So yeah, that's our small Instagrams.
Awesome. That's nice. And I don't think we have asked you guys this question. We have removed it from our regular manuscript, but since we haven't asked you guys specifically this before, in the spirit of sample cosplay, if you were a fruit or a vegetable, what would you be and why?
That would be great.
Why?
I'm small and I really like purple, and I'm scared that some people will squish me if I fall on the ground.
Aww. Yes, grapes has been chosen before. It's very popular here on the CosCast. Both Sophia Rees and Tina Chan chose grapes as well. It's an inside joke now. Tina Chan leaned into me at a convention one time and just whispered in my ear, "Grapes," and I died.
And even Mom Cosplay answered at this year's or last year's NCC, "What is the weirdest question somebody has asked you about in an interview?" And he was like, "If you're a fruit or a vegetable." We're like, "Ah!"
So that's funny.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Louis? What is if you were a fruit or a vegetable?
I was gonna say potato because I really like potatoes.
You eat potatoes raw. You eat raw potatoes. Who does that?
Such a
Potatoes
potato.
are really good and they're useful for everything. I am not, but I would like to.
So you're basically Potato Girl from Attack on Titan.
Yes.
Inspired by.
Yes. The OG Potato Girl.
or just a potato sprouts.
Yes.
Potatoes so well.
Aww.
Nice. Raw.
Potatoes are versatile. You can use them for everything. It's a good answer.
Oh yeah.
Potatoes can be everywhere. They're always good.
Yes.
It's like the song, like 4, take 8, take all, just take a potato. Yes. It doesn't work in English, it works in English.
What are you referring to?
Time potatoes.
Anyway, is there anything else the people in the chat would love to ask these wonderful Unicon people? Then this is your chance to ask the question. If not, we're going to move on.
Yeah. So we'll give the chat some time to think of some questions to ask if they have any, and while they think about that, we'll just move on into Geekery and talk a little bit about have we watched, listened to, played, or read anything cool during the past 2 weeks that we would like to recommend to people.
Rirai Art is asking though, Nikita, were you prepared for that question?
No, the thing is, my 4G just went out, so you guys are lagging seriously, but we can understand you. Okay, what I've listened to that I would recommend is The Adventure Zone, a podcast that you can find on Spotify. That's at least one source. I really, really recommend it. It's a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. The episodes are between 45 minutes to an hour long. And they're very TV show-esque, just podcast version.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. It does.
The Adventure Zone is amazing, and if you don't know who the Mackle Boys are by now, you are missing out.
The Mackle Boys.
Yeah, they are the Mackle Boys. They're the special Mackle Boys. Well, their name is McElroy's, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, a really good book is The Secret World of Magic. I think I have it with me, actually. The Secret History of Magic that I'm currently reading.
That sounds interesting.
It is. It's the real history of magic. And not fantasy magic, but conjuring and deception, which I find really, really interesting. So yeah, that's a really good book.
That sounds like fun. If people couldn't see the title of that, sorry, the video keeps falling in and out a bit, so but it's okay. It's yeah, it's the history of magic, so you know.
People can Google it.
Yes, Google it. Let's see. Ryurite is saying in the chat, "Fateful Fumble." she always says that, and she's also been watching Carmen Sandiego And that time I was reincarnated as a slime. Rick also recommends that one.
Yeah. And Lucia Farah recommends Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yes.
Yes.
She's been playing that a lot. Personally, I have been watching Drag Race All-Star Season 4.
Yes.
I have been gagging for the past 3 episodes.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh! But we're not going to spoil anything, but...
It's gag worthy.
Gag!
Snatching the wig.
Yes.
Yes. All the wig snatchings, all of the plot twists and turns.
Actually, that drops, but yeah.
Plot twist. People going hard.
Oh yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. And also a new season, season 11 is coming up real soon too. So
Yeah,
we have a lot to look forward to.
at least on the drag scene.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I would really want someone to make like Drag Race International, like
Yes.
Eurovision only Drag Race version. That would have been
Yes.
amazing.
That would have been
Yeah.
so cool. I know that I think it's the Philippines have
the
started their own drag race.
Oh,
So Drag Race
it's
Philippines
fun.
is a thing.
Oh, yeah. It's Thailand, I think.
Yeah, Thailand. That's the one. Thailand is doing it.
It's gonna be an official one in UK with
Oh.
RuPaul.
I really?
Yeah.
Damn. Did you get that?
No.
There's gonna be an official Drag Race UK version with RuPaul.
Ooh. Yes. Yes, Hanny. Give it to me. I'm ready.
I
Yeah.
said to British queens.
I've been wanting that for so long.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, British queens and lip sync is
Yeah.
something.
Tanya doesn't watch Drag Race, so she's the only one who can't really weigh in on this subject, and she needs to get on the freaking boat.
Yeah,
you
you
do.
Well, just someone invite me to like an entire weekend of sit through with, you know, wine, and I'll get to watch it. It's fine. I don't want to watch it alone.
I've watched all the, I think I've watched everything like 3 times
Yeah,
already.
same. I've seen all the seasons like 3 times, with the exception of
Yeah.
season 1. I only seen that once because,
It's
girl,
hard
that
to
filter.
It's hard to find and it's hard to look at.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you have WoW Presents, you know, you have access to all of the seasons.
Yeah.
So that's my recommendation to always go to WoW Presents or WoW Plus or whatever it's called. It's like a streaming
Yeah.
service for LGBTQ drag stuff.
They even have some really great movies and extra shows there, which are really fun to watch.
Okay, I'm also going to recommend Review with a Jew, which is Ms. Cracker on YouTube, who does recaps of every All-Stars episode after they post, where she kind of goes through all of the things that has happened and spills some tea and some shade, and it's pretty entertaining. I like it. Ms. Cracker is one of my all-time favorite queens as well. So
Same here. Same here.
her and
Yes.
Katya and Bianca Del Rio.
Yes.
Anyone else want to recommend something?
I don't remember what I've done like the last couple of weeks. Like I'm trying to think, but I'm like I've played a lot of Tetris.
That's fun. Oh yes.
Right.
I started playing the Arcana for the first time because I've been putting it off because I get so fucking addicted to these mobile phone games. And I want to buy all the stories, but I have to limit myself. But the art is so beautiful, and the story is actually really compelling too. So I'm like, yes, please. So I just have to watch it. Like, but I mean, if you're not averse to spending a little bit of coin on a mobile game, it's really beautiful. And
Yeah, and besides, if you don't want to play the game yourself, you can just go to YouTube. They have it play through everything.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's
Very
true.
That's what I did eventually with the
Mystic Messenger? Oh god, that's a chunk of my
No.
life I'm never getting back.
Yeah, no, not with the Mystic Messenger, with the Ninja something romance.
I'm so
Yeah.
easily manipulated by romance stories on my phone. It's pathetic.
Yeah. I want to recommend Red Dead Redemption 2, especially online mode. I haven't played through the story mode yet, so I've been mostly playing the online mode with my brother and Alicia Farah yesterday. And it was very fun, riding around horsing stuff, trying to ride horses. It's not easy in the game, actually. And I want to recommend Stardew Valley, which I also play with Lucia Ferrer, and it's very fun. I recommend playing with Lucia Ferrer. Yes, today I started watching a Netflix Korean romantic series on that's named Love is a Bonus Book. Very sweet. Very cute. I'm a sucker for a cute romantic series. Like, if they're cute and they're not too much drama or sad things, then I'm totally into it.
Then you should really watch the Japanese drama, Good Morning Call.
Yeah, that's There are some like anime, power plays in that show that are kind of like, that doesn't seem healthy, but it's a very cute story beyond that.
Yes. I was rooting for her best friend from childhood, and he didn't get her, and I was like, oh, why did she fall for the jerk?
Stealing the feels.
Don't care! I need to speak about it!
Okay. Do you feel better now?
No.
Anyone else?
There's one person!
This is a panel I feel like we should be doing, just discussing weird geeky shit and getting really angry about it.
We can have a spoiler panel where we're just talking about, like, you don't know which TV series or games, but we're gonna spoil something. That's for sure. Anyway, does anyone else have anything else they want to recommend?
Faithful Fumble!
Yeah. As always. No, but for reals, I've just been working a lot and been sick a lot lately, so everything is foggy, so I can't even remember what I did yesterday most of the time. So just remembering that I started playing something is a big deal.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, just tired. But yeah, no, I think that's pretty much it. Unless anyone else wants to recommend something, I think we're good. We're already on Overcast as usual.
Yeah. I've just been playing Overwatch, watching random YouTube things. The Shane Dawson new conspiracy series is crazy.
Really good.
Yeah. Especially the one about Frozen. I was tempted to talk about the Frozen conspiracy with Walt Disney and stuff when we talked about Kingdom Hearts earlier, but I was like, nah. But yeah, the conspiracy series, even though it's like 1 hour and 40 minutes, I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's
Cool.
fun.
Ooh. Can I do like a segment?
Are you sure?
It's like, I've lost the word. Confessions. Confession.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a confession.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I'm so ashamed, but I have fallen into the pit that is watching every single romance and option with Solus on YouTube.
Oh, you're in Salavalon hell? Is that what you mean?
Yes. I watched every single outcome of the last, thing that happens with Solus in Inquisition, and I'm like, I'm deep into it.
Well, you are not alone. There are so many Salavalon shippers out there who are like, oh, Solus, why do you do this to my feelings, you stupid egg? But
Oh, I don't know if I love him or hate him. I want to save him.
I think that's how everyone feels about Solus. But I'm a colonite myself. I'm not currently in Solus or Solavlan hell. But I might get there, who knows. Okay, but I think that is basically a wrap up for today. If not, we're just gonna sit here and ramble for half an hour.
No.
So I'm just going to say thank you to our wonderful guests for joining us today and talking about Unicon Expo. And make sure that you guys come visit if you are capable on the 23rd of March, right? Yes.
23rd of Yes.
At Asker Kulturhus. It'll be a blast, and we'll be there, and these guys will be there, and it'll be a really good time. So come to the convention. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, no, our pleasure. It was wonderful having you on. And thank you to everyone in the chat for joining us, for being active, for asking questions, or sharing cool stuff with us. We always appreciate that. And we will be back in approximately 2 weeks with another episode of the CosCast. So we'll see you then.
Buy merch.
Bye. What? Buy merch. Yes, buy merch. Go to teespring.com/thecoscast and buy our goddamn t-shirts. Bye.